and welcome to another bonus episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail Thorne and Devon.
Beep, beep.
Cowabunga.
We're in the truck mines. It's truck season.
It's truck season. And
It's truck time.
we've talked about, we've taken a very truck side of the argument, right? We've talked about Wages of Fear, which is, of course, the movie about how trucks are inherently good. This movie I picked because it's the polar opposite. This is a movie shot as a carsman from the carsman's perspective that says, what if the trucks are just fucked and they hate us for no reason?
Yeah. They teach their children to hate.
Yeah. What if it's fine for us to steal their CRTs because they just do this to roving Californian businessmen every single day?
Yeah. So we watched the ultimate sort of carsman shooting and crying film, Duel. This was...
I kind of lost in what the metaphor is what we're doing here.
No one has ever come from this angle before.
Are we going to be on a list? I had no idea. Steven Spielberg directed this, and his views on this are maybe not great. Anyway.
By virtue of both knowing or being Devon, I think we are already on as many lists as we could be.
Yeah.
It's a Devon proximity thing, sorry.
Yeah, I would say so. But the thing is, right, we're coming at this from, we're watching the Fast and Furious franchise on main, where we've decided that Dom Toretto is an ardent supporter of the Palestinian cause.
Yes.
And now we're doing truck season, where I guess we're also deciding that trucks are an ardent supporter of the Palestine. I don't know.
I guess it's more that they can be a stand-in for any group that was radicalized by outside imperialist pressure.
Okay.
And I'm using them. They could be absolutely anything.
Yeah.
The truck is proletarian.
Yeah.
The truck is proletarian in character. If you look at the conditions of the trucker, the conditions are typically not good.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If you're in a truck, that's a blue... Which one's the normal guy job? Blue or white collar?
Blue collar is
surely.
the normal one. White collar is the one where you do
car.
crime and you get away with it.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It is for real a blue collar versus white collar movie. And you know what else is going to be in truck season?
What?
Is The Irishman.
I've never seen The Irishman.
It came to you on a truck. Solidarity. So yeah, this is Steven Spielberg's first movie. And I really enjoyed this one. This is just straightforwardly a good time. It's 90 minutes, lock in.
Yeah, this is just a great, well shot,
good film.
90-minute type
nice
movie.
Taut little thriller. We're already in the kind of thriller truck intersection, and I guess, is a bus a truck? Is speed plausibly in truck season?
Trucks have to transport goods. Buses transport people.
Okay.
I think if a wild truck saw a bus, they'd be like a wolf seeing a pug. They'd be like, what have they done to us, brother?
What have they done? Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll get into this in the course of this. But so we begin with...
Is a Bundy bus a dachshund? Anyway...
Now we've mentioned about 1 billion times that one of the things that cinema does is it gives you the sort of empathy for the viewpoint, right? And that's part of its power for good and ill. And so what Spielberg does first is to mount a camera to the front of a car, the front bumper.
Pav, you are a car.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What if you were the car?
Yeah.
What if that? Wouldn't that make you think positively about the car? I was going to say Spielberg saw the short film C'était un rendezvous as well, but that came out 5 years after this. So I guess the French just ripped off Steven Spielberg, not for the first time.
It's interesting, too, that Jaws opens with POV, you are a shark. And then this movie is basically, listen to spoilers, it's Jaws, but the shark is a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Basically, it's the same
really
movie. It's really good. You can see why he got the Jaws gig.
Yeah. But I think it's also a good example that these opening shots of sort of car pulling out into traffic and you are the car and sort of on the freeway. It's a good example of kind of denormalization as well. Of how weird the 70s freeway is, how weird traffic and commuting are. Because in the background to all of this, our driver has the radio on.
Yeah.
And the radio is this kind of constant inanity. It's always slightly odd and it's always irrelevant, but there's always it's white noise, right? It's sort of difficult to discern meaning from it.
It's radicalizing to the cars too, because it's all shit there's congestion on the freeway right now. You're under attack, cars.
Yeah. Well, this is a very interesting thing that happens because the radio switches to like a talk show as we get further out of LA. We're driving towards Bakersfield, and the radio switches to this. I'm not sure this is real or whether it's like a wind-up crank phone call, but it's a man calling the IRS saying that he doesn't feel like he's the head of the household anymore, so he can't fill out the form saying he's head of the household. And also, just before the radio gets turned off, he starts talking about how he's cross-dressing, and it's like,
yes,
themes, masculinity.
Yeah, it starts a little bit surreal, and it gets more surreal, right? Where he's calling about the census, right?
Yeah.
And he's saying, well, I don't work, I'm a house husband, right? And my wife makes all the decisions. So should I put myself down as the head of household, or is she the head of household, right? And he says, I don't mind being counted as an American. I'm one of the silent majority, which is a constituency that Richard Nixon appealed to. And we are in sort of like Nixon land in 1971. But then it gets slightly weirder because the more he's talking, he's like volunteering information until he gets to the point where he's like, yeah, okay, you know, I don't work, she works, I like to wear a house dress. It's convenient, okay? And it's like,
yes,
okay.
I do the cooking. Yes, I do. And when my wife gets home, I meet her at the door with a martini glass in a bikini. I go, welcome to the
yeah.
This is the trad masculinity.
Hell yeah. The bunny ears too? Fuck yeah.
That's what house husband shit is for.
Yeah.
We need to recapture this, I think.
I think so.
Absolutely, we do.
We need to
100%.
recapture this prank phone call from the start of Duel and make it what society actually is like.
Yeah. Silent majority should shut the fuck up. Anyway, this is also the point at which we see what kind of car we are too. Is that we're a little red sports car.
We're
a little red sports car, Plymouth Valiant
sedan, baby.
Yes, yeah. It's very much kind of like guy having a bit of a midlife crisis because this is a kind of workmobile. We will later find out that this guy is a traveling salesman, right? Like now this would be your sort of, I don't know, Ford Mondeo, right? Your Camry, but he wanted something a bit sexier. He wanted something red in particular. And that isn't just that in the 70s they sold cars with paint other than silver on them. It's like, no, this is a guy trying to like capture something.
It's also the safest color to have your car.
No, that's true.
Yeah. And this guy has glasses and a mustache. He looks kind of like Howard Moon from the Mighty Boosh. He's not kind of I wouldn't say he's like he's not a Chad, this guy.
He's wearing like a dress shirt and tie. He's like taking his jacket off. This is real like traveling salesman hours, you know?
Yeah.
And as he's driving down these kind of country roads, a truck is in front of him suddenly. Frankly, a scary truck.
Yeah,
you know?
Rocks.
Yeah, full of flammable liquid. It's some Wages of Fear shit is happening.
This is a great little wedge, right? Because like all of the like really effective horror to my mind is to take something that is already like a source of fear that you just deal with and normalize in your everyday life and just dial a little bit, right? In the same way that there is like a scary truck, like a car you wouldn't cross the road in front of, like a truck you would be scared to overtake, right? This is a big, heavy, like Peterbilt truck with a trailer full of like petrol or something. Dom Toretto is not going to try and rob this truck.
Yeah,
right?
it's this Hulk, man. It's like so rusty.
Mean.
It says flammable all over it.
It's like belching smoke and stuff. And the way
he's like coughing in his car as well. It's like the smoke is getting in.
The way it starts is he just naturally, as he would, overtakes this truck because he's a little bit faster than the truck. He's a nimble little car, overtakes the truck, and then the truck overtakes him back. And that is how it begins. That is the exciting fucking incident. Thus, the duel in Duel has begun.
Overtake me, huh?
Like a red car to a trucker. I mean, the thing is, as well, this is also still firmly in the realm of the like, this is normal occurrences, right? Like driving next to like an HGV, driving next to a truck on like a motorway. Big scary. Like there's wind, there's noise. It's huge. You could go under the fucking wheel. And so being overtaken by it is like immediately frightening and sort of violent, but you're not thinking, I'm in a duel situation right now. You're just like, whoa, okay,
you're like,
sure.
Okay.
You know?
Fair enough. I guess he wants the road.
He overtakes it again, and the truck honks at him, and it's like, all right, that's the end of it. Like, you know,
sits on the horn for a good couple of seconds too.
But,
like,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Listen up, liberal. If you want to hear the rest of this raw, masculine episode of Kill James Bond, you better head on over to patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word, and sign up today for as little as £5 a month. to get access to this episode and our entire 5-year backlog. That is 5 years of episodes. Like, how much is that? It's 125-ish episodes for you for just the cost of a fucking meal deal nowadays. That's a good deal. I'd take that. And I'll see you there behind the iron paywall.